Indiana Disability History Project, Indiana Institute on Disability and Community, Indiana University.
They told parents, stick them in an institution.
Our society as a whole told parents at that time, they're retarded, you don't want them at home, stick them in an institution, forget that they were born. We would have people that maybe mom never even saw the baby, the doctor wouldn't let mom see the baby. So they would stay in the hospital until time to come here, or maybe they took them home, but they were only home for a very short period of time.
In terms of children being admitted, I assisted with some admissions of children. I'm not proud of that. It was the times, parents who brought them to the outpatient clinic at times just couldn't control the behavior, or the person was total care and the parent was elderly or just couldn't. So when a child was admitted, and I'm thinking of 3 different children, we didn't admit a lot of children through the outpatient clinic. I'm thinking of 3, and 2 of those, the family maintained contact the best that they could. A lot of times the families of individuals at Newcastle just didn't have a lot of economic resources. That was a rural area. A lot of the folks came from the rural areas, and parents didn't have a lot of cash flow to be able to, say, hire somebody to help take care. And they had to work. They had other children. One young lady was almost total care and had a seizure disorder where she seizured continually. And the family would come. The family, her parents, her mother especially, very fond of her and obviously loved her. Another family, again, a rural family. Mother wasn't the most likable person, but their son not only had seizure activity, but also had autism. And I'm not sure we even knew it was autism at that time. And so he was a danger to himself and others. I mean, they just could not watch him. They lived on a farm, and there was a lot of work to be done, and they couldn't leave him in the house alone, and he was always in danger of hurting himself, or more so than hurting anybody else.
We had a waiting list at one time, and a lot of times they might be 6 years old before they were admitted. Also, we had a very good school system at that time, and earlier, and a lot of them, I think that would be the only chance for any education at all. They weren't invited to the school. They were invited not to be in the schools. And so we had a principal, we had teachers, we had a school program.
Music, Redwood Trail.
Produced by Indiana Institute on Disability and Community, Center for Health Equity. Funded by the Indiana Governor's Council for People with Disabilities. Copyright 2021, the Trustees of Indiana University.